Hello and welcome from the Center for Student Diversity. I am Monique Williams, the Interim Director, and I'm going to share a little bit about our center and the amazing opportunities available to your student. Hopefully from today's workshop, you'll be able to help your student to get involved, to get connected, and to help them to develop their sense of belonging here at William & Mary with the resources offered at the Center for Student Diversity. Now, the Center for Student Diversity is committed to an expansive view of diversity, one that embraces the multitude of experiences that impacts our sense of ourselves as well as our place in the world. And so here in the center, we provide space for all members of the William & Mary community to come together to celebrate and explore the diversity of our campus through meaningful human connection. And within the center are three amazing people, if I should say so myself, who take the opportunity to not only get to know our students, but to also provide that support and advocacy to help make the next 4 years of their journey here at William & Mary an amazing one. And who are those people, you ask? Well, as I said before, I'm Monique Williams, the Interim Director, and I'm joined by two amazing staff members who continue to help in our initiatives and lead through activities. That includes our Assistant Director, Cheyenne McLeod, as well as our Graduates Assistant, Ashley Williams. So I know you're probably wondering, why the Center for Student Diversity? Well, the Center for Student Diversity serves as a catalyst to create spaces for students to discuss different perspectives, to learn from peers who come from various backgrounds, and to share experiences. And here in the center, we embrace and uphold all of our William & Mary values. But I will say that the values that are most critical to the work that we do are definitely rooted in belonging and curiosity, excellence, flourishing, and respect. And it is through those values that we are actually celebrating 50 years of inclusive and multicultural excellence this year. When Lynn Briley, Janet Brown Strafer, and Karen Eli became the first African American undergraduate students to live in residential halls and take full advantage of campus facilities and offerings between 1967 and 1971, they broke barriers. And in 1974, in response to supporting and serving the needs of Black students, the Office of Minority Affairs was established. It was under the direction of Dr. Carol Hardy, for which Hardy Hall is named, in 1991 that the name changed to the Office of Multicultural Affairs. This reflected efforts to address the needs of the university's increasing diversity. Dean Hardy worked tirelessly to increase the diversity of our student body through efforts including summer enrichment programs, the creation of multicultural student organizations, and the founding of the Hulan Willis Association, a William & Mary organization devoted to African American alums. The center continued to experience successful programming under the leadership of Ed Cowell, as well as Dr. Fashawn Glover, who became director and served for 10 years until her appointment as the university's first Chief Diversity Officer. It was in 2009, under the directorship of Dr. Vernon Hurt, that the office became known as what it is today, the Center for Student Diversity. And through those efforts, we continue to broaden the scope to address the needs of LGBTQ students, as well as students of various religions and faiths. Today, we have students such as Liz, who's in the class of 2026, who credits the Center for Student Diversity as a safe space to just be. And in her words, to just be in a space with peers, to just be in a space to explore her own curiosity, to gain support, and to seek resources for her success. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, how do we do all those things with the small staff that we have? Well, we're fortunate that we do also have 8 student ambassadors who serve as student employees within our office to help support all the great things that we do. And so within the center, we foster inclusion, collaboration, and relationship building for all students at William & Mary. And we do this by affirming our student identities, by providing space to celebrate and connect our students to multicultural and affinity-based resources. And this starts really early with our students who are incoming freshmen through our pre-orientation program and through providing them with connections for our affinity student welcomes, where we help our students to get connected to their peers from upperclassmen who are leading these student organizations and who hold similar identities and affinity-based interests. And we support those student leaders of our multicultural organizations as well by providing them resources to develop more effectively as leaders in our global society that prepares them for life beyond William & Mary. We also support our students through advocacy and ensuring that there are opportunities and ways for them to connect to resources on campus. And more recently, we've had support from our William & Mary Dining Office, where they actually supported students within our Muslim Student Association with creating a menu to ensure that cultural meals were prepared during Ramadan and in accordance to their spiritual fasting. And so we do this by engaging our students in very timely and courageous dialogue that just fosters their engagement on campus. We also support inclusive excellence by fostering and enhancing their academic and social connections for our students, especially our underrepresented students here at William & Mary. So we provide cultural events and celebrations from Heritage Months to graduation ceremonies. And we also focus on ensuring that our students take an active part in their own self-development and identity development by engaging them in cultural education and social justice opportunities to make an impact here in the William & Mary community and beyond. Now, aside from our cultural and affinity-based programming, we also support our students through their spirituality and spiritual development. This includes connecting them with resources if they are interested for our campus ministry affiliates and partners. And we also offer a meditation and prayer room that students can utilize anytime, regardless of religious affiliation. And what's also really unique about this is that there are also guided classes offered free to students through our Fitwell program each semester. So if students are interested in learning how to meditate, they can certainly sign up and take one of the classes or join in for some of the opportunities each semester. Now, we provide a host of opportunities for students to get involved, and these are just a few ways we support our students, as this is not an inclusive list of the many partnerships that we establish with our campus community, such as our Career Center or our Study in DC programs, where we connect students to workshops and further opportunities to support their needs while considering the intersectional identities of each of them. And so some of our signature programs that many students look forward to each year include our Affinity Student Welcome and our annual block party and cookout that take place this fall. We also have various ways for students to engage in that dialogue through our Brown Table Talk and Barbershop, as well as our Mental Health Mondays. In the summer, we provide students with opportunities to get connected early through our Preparing for Life as a University Student or PLUS program. So shout out to families who had the opportunity to connect with us through our PLUS program this summer. And as I said before, we also provide support for our multicultural organization through our President's Council, where we provide leadership development skills that really tackle leadership from an intersectional perspective. We also provide support for our students to help engage them in social justice by faith-related activities, whether that is taking them on a trip to a museum to learn more about cultural and historical information, or connecting our students through our Taste of series, where they get to explore cultural identities through food and fellowship. So I know you may be wondering, wow, now how can I support my student to make sure that they are more connected to you in your office Or what can I do from a family seat to ensure that my student is successful here at William & Mary? Well, I'm glad you asked, because there are a few things that we recommend as just strategies for success to help our students to successfully transition here at William & Mary. And one of the things that I would say is encourage your student to get involved, but not overcommitted. There are several opportunities for students to get involved. And as I said before, we support our students who hold multicultural identities through our student organizations, but that is only a small fraction of the student organizations that we have here on campus. And so we have over 300 student organizations for our students to get connected to. And of those organizations, about 60 of them hold a multicultural identity. So encourage your student to get involved with those programs and those different organizations, but don't overcommit. Encourage them to be curious and activate their learning to form those connections. But it's okay if they don't hold a leadership role. It's okay if they don't jump right in to be in the driver's seat of that change for that organization. Sometimes it's just great to be a participant and engage in the activities and learn from other organizations if you can participate in the many events that these students host every single year. We also encourage you to support your student, especially if they don't find their tribe right away. For some students, it may take them a little longer to find that connection and to build that community, and that's okay. For some, they may connect instantly with their roommate or with a peer who holds a similar identity as them. And if your student is having difficulty with finding their tribe, ensure your student that we are here to help them navigate campus life and remind them of the resources here at William & Mary. Whether that's resources that you'll continue to learn about as you navigate through your own orientation process as a family member, or continue to learn as you engage with us throughout the academic year. We have resources to support all of our students, and as I said, here in the Center for Student Diversity, we provide several opportunities to engage our students socially, as well as through dialogue to help build those connections and those bridges for our students. And one of the last things that I would share is that you just encourage your student to check out the Center for Student Diversity. As I said, we offer many amazing opportunities to engage our students throughout the academic year, and we provide so many great programs and initiatives and events for students that range from everything from our block party to some more concentrated conversations on mental health and the intersectionality of who we are as individuals, as well as conversations regarding various diaspora, from African diaspora as well as Asian diaspora. And remind students that they belong. As I often say to our students, we got you here in the center. We're here for you. We're here to support you. And always remember, those who come here belong here. And I will leave you all with the parting words of one of our other students, Allison, who's in the class of 2025. And she notes that here in the Center for Student Diversity, the staff, from the professional staff to the student workers, really do care and will embrace you just like family. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to connecting with you at every opportunity possible. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email. And of course, don't hesitate to drop by, as our door is always open. Our Center for Student Diversity is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday during the academic year. We look forward to connecting with you, and we hope that you enjoy your orientation and welcome home.